Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo. Tommy, yem posterity and obi send me a EB on this reshuffle, and it comes back to this posterity issue. Bawumia tweet bia or or say or 20th January 2016. Okay, so let me just read through quickly. Reshuffles are normal with all governments. However, with the record of the current government, that is in reference to Mohammed's administration, and the current state of the Ghana economy with this attendant hardship, what the people of Ghana desire is a reshuffling that is changed from, among others, 1, the hardship that afflict our people, the unprecedented joblessness affecting the Ghanaian youth, the astronomical increases in taxes, utility price and fuel, the cancellation of teacher and nursing training allowances, the decline of agriculture and manufacturing, the unprecedented corruption under this government, the incompetent economic management of this government. The ongoing reshuffle appears to be one to do with winning an election rather than one aimed at addressing the challenges faced by Ghanaians. In this regard, I'm convinced that the ongoing reshuffle by the president will be meaningless. Thankfully, the ultimate reshuffle will be done on November 7th by the people of Ghana, unquote. And this one was tweeted by Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia, 20th January 2016. Yeah. So the reshuffle now, me capture yanko.
Oh, Bawumia kasai and we say kasatintin sometimes usuma fidea ujun say usum say nko yobi one fidea na ba you fidea Bawumia sum opposition na fidea no no komna last week na ya wa say ye be de bebre efa Dr. Bawumia speech akoye no UPS ho after you know, I sat back and I watched the communication that was going on from the NDC side, that is the response na party no edema your friend is saying Dr. Bawumia and the party communicators. Then I realized that we may be missing a very important point. And let me say, we almost fell into the game. Now they were trying to play on us. You see, NPP almost tricksters, confident tricksters. There's no two ways about that. And you know, they try to dribble people either with communication or with their actions. And I've realized, and this reshuffle has come to confirm, say, President Akuffo Addo and Dr. Bawumia. Adia Dr. Bawumia be no last week Wednesday no. Everything was orchestrated by President Akuffo Addo and Gabby. Omo say na Bawumia bi odidi Akuffo Addo atem na oyi Akuffo Addo ama ni nyina no. That was what they were trying to achieve, and we almost fell into it. This reshuffle must bring us back to the conversation. Say there is no difference between President Akuffo Addo and Dr. Bawumia. Everything that is happening now is being orchestrated by President Akuffo Addo and Gabby. In fact, I'm reliably informed say speech na Bawumia be kan no Gabby na chere. Everything verbatim. Gabby na chere man. Because there's no way Dr. Bawumia on his own can come and insult Akuffo Addo or dissociate himself from Akuffo Addo. Everything was calculated and orchestrated. And if you remember, 3 days before Gabby Beka say he has retired from partisan politics. Okay, local I say he has retired from local politics. Yes. Okay. You know, and it was announced. And Akuffo Addo Akuffo Addo as I see radio is announced and said Akuffo Addo is now going to be the presidential advisor on the economy. What is Akuffo Addo going to do? What he is going to do is that he is the one going to be negotiating all our international deals.
Yeah, that is the right word.
All our international deals, he is the one going to negotiate.
Envoy on international
investment and capital markets. Not just say anything, our dealings with the IMF, when government is going to borrow, whatever we have to do, still Akuffo Addo. Until we know the Nakosi one day, a stooge. It shows you, say, everything that is happening is being orchestrated by President Akuffo Addo and his henchman Gabby. Everything, the two of them, President Akuffo Addo and Bawumia, are one and the same. And I was saying Ghana for who say, Sebi you, Yajumudo. Na yentimi ntina ho e mankofo ma run the economy ne down. I say nyina ya brabo. Enne boy en trekese. Ti say de omu ye bibia ma. Because wo hwe nkofo a omo yi omo free ho na e de omo bana. Eye Dr. Bawumia nkofo. E na say omo de omo ba. Komna said Dr. Bawumia etimi convince Akuffo Addo. Akuffo Addo ono ni ministers e de ono ni core supporters I state to as ministers. What shows say speech now Bawumia be kan ono Bawumia na twere. So all this thing a theatrics, yeah, it's a theater. As we move stage and more act twere. And last week, me buy time ana Osaka MMDCs. No, you remember I told you say he was going to change some ministers and regional ministers. You remember I said it on this platform.
No, you even mentioned Amin Anta.
I told you they're going to remove Akuffo Addo and bring Amin Anta on this platform. Yeah. So everything on my they have orchestrated and rehearsed everything in the room. On my rehearsal be from now to December. They've rehearsed. They have their game plan. Into theatrics no more yet. It is our responsibility to educate the people. Say, Emma, the Akuffo Addo didn't call for a year. In will be another will be a. She or mine who do back him. It is not motivated by any desire to change things. It is motivated by an inherent desire to continue to fool the people. To say omu ye bibiama, but in actual sense is the same people in charge. Obianko baby when your friend say akoye ohepo no free information minister e de na ko house na enye krono akese no kobo. Difference behind the value is the same. Ba akoya senso bo ache kronfo no so de na free e na free your friend say a housing e de no ko rules ho ka no kobo krono akese. The value is the same. The value is the same. The value is the same. Where your friend is saying, na Maya was so makoi, my mere Nikunu, or Denako, with sanitation. Hayford. And then your friend is saying, Abaye Fatima, or Denako information.
Newman.
The value is the same. We more number, Frakobo, more number. Enti sanko fo we ya omode Akuffo Addo omaba sese no Ghana fo enhwen hunu se mucho obama Bawumia nkofo ne ebebu man no mucho obama Bawumia nkofo ne omaba sese omu ne ebebu man no Bawumia minister sa na oyi no enti se wa ho hwe na oman yetimu wo betena so amanfie 9 bio we do upon kroma he de bia ohwepo no and be your minister for another 4 years. I mean Anta be your minister for finance. We your friend is saying Kenofurata be ye or baby am na kono. Bawumia be di president Kenofurata be be minister for finance. What one uncle you? We your friend kwesi ko gina Quentin. Kwesi ko nso wotete ho. Omede da day on be na ko. Presidential advisor on the economy and international debate. Obwa Bawumia be the president Kenofurata na sabe finance minister. The same Kofukrona. The value is the same. Etukabna, we must not allow anybody to fool anybody. Problems are oma kosu economy nim taxes omo de agu yeso ma ye homete. And you see, moving through her was a reshuffle. Just say, I go forward there. I have sometimes who they almost say, Johnny. Who was almost so no mamma on ya? Time I say, you're reshuffle, you can refer to was him fee. Me the 11 beba. After you see, who the 11 you abandoned the trouble. You see, you 23 hours, mamma reshuffle. Just say, people just say, who someone say left to say, they who or my come say, Johnny. So they don't care about ordinary Ghanaian. They don't care about anybody. They just have their own game plan in mind, and they think, say, how they fool the people for 7 years, they can continue fooling the people for another from now to December and get the people to go and vote for them. They think, say, they can. And they don't say for.
But Tommy, do you think, say, you almost said Ghana for about 12 more, and now said they are preparing to steal?
Kwabena, you see, this is their game plan. Say. Election stealing, no? Two things. Is the actual stealing and the psychological stealing. So we have the actual rigging, the psychological rigging. The psychological rigging is what gives legitimacy. What you say? So in 2020, no, we hear normally free water, free electricity. It plays psychological game on Ghanaians. What you say? And that psychological game rigging, no, covered. Are they on the ground? What I said, say no, their plan is say, young boss psychological game, no Yamagana for Kuran who say, your friend is saying, oh, your clan say no, as a son of Macacra, and my simple A B N T see you Ghana for because oh, Ebi Uncle Fadjune, a dear year no from now to December, there is a son Ghana for Ebi Moto Abama to send this for Kogu Street demonstration after the election or Moboa. It's a psychological game. What I say? So they just want to play that psychological game to enforce their rigging agenda. What I say? Because if the district assembly elections is anything to go by, the NPP could not make 30%. Yeah, true, but NPP cannot make 30% of the vote, and they know it. The national security reports are telling them, all of them, all the security reports are telling them. They are fully aware. But you see, because they own the media. They control the media, they control the communication landscape, and they are good at this whole propaganda, machinery. They are good at playing the psychological game, so they can hoodwink Ghanaians to believe, say, oh, into no makasa, also from now to December, Bibi versus Bibi as propaganda no more by to create some imaginary, your friends perception say. Something is changing, but nothing is changing. And this reshuffle of my year, any normal mobile year from now to December is all part of that psychological region grand scheme they want to play to Ghanaians, and we must be able to call them out. We know, we've seen through your game plan, we've seen through all the things that you are doing, and it will impress anybody. Ghanaians' mind are made up. We'll continue educating the people. Let the people know, say, we want me for. Omo ya kromfo omo ni so ban omo nim hwe oman da dwene just oman no kra de Ghana kra nkom ho. What they want to do now is to ensure say siko ma for the last 7 years under President Akuffo Addo no they can continue. Okay, Japa document na kwabena. Their game plan with Dr. Bawumia is to use Dr. Bawumia to consolidate their loot.
Of course.
To protect themselves and consolidate their loot. Otherwise, there is no way a tribalistic person like Akuffo Addo, your friend is saying, Akwa Richard Ahagba, a corner, a catcher and so person, general secretary of NPP, or catcher Richard Ahagba say, was Angunani, Ope this general secretary of NPP, Opesang, Asant Frankas and a party afa. That is what Akuffo Addo, a tribalistic person like Akuffo Addo. And you think that if such a tribalistic person, and there was sorry a Bawumia to ensure that Bawumia become president, that you think that is because he truly care about Northerners or no, because Bawumia fits into his game plan, because Bawumia has demonstrated say he's not a man of his own. Bawumia is a very controllable, remote control person. Bawumia they can remote control him, and that's why they fought tooth and nail to get Alan Chemantin out and make sure say somebody like Kennedy Japan also did not go through. Because they cannot control any of these people. They want to control. They want somebody on speech a man to say the about me and that's what they do. We evidence open evidence na otum for kromo speech command so catch echo for so kan otum for na Bawumia.
I'll come back live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. Aya Heba Industries. Omne di Aya man go abba.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Se open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.
Maneva na se ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, o se dem yopo.